Porsche people love to argue about tenths of a second, but here we are talking about something bigger, how Porsche and Manthey managed to make an already wild 911 GT3 with the 99 2.1 Manthey Kit even quicker as a 99 2.2 without adding power and still keep it road legal. On paper, the new car looks like an evolution. On the Nürburgring, it is a different story. The 99 2.1 GT3 with the Manthey Performance Kit was already a monster, stopping the clock at 6 minutes 55.737 seconds around the 20.8 kilometer Nordschleife with Porsche factory driver Kevin Estre at the wheel. The updated 99 2.2 GT3 with the new Manthey Kit has gone even faster, clocking 6 minutes 52.981 seconds with reigning DTM champion Ayhan Khan Guven, roughly 2.8 seconds quicker, and that was in less than ideal track conditions. The big story is not about raw power. Both generations still rely on a naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat six with a little over 500 horsepower. The real magic is in how that power is used and how the car connects to the tarmac. For the 99 2.2, Porsche shortened the final drive ratio by 8% in both the dual clutch and manual gearboxes. That means stronger punch out of slower corners and more time in the heart of the rev range over a full lap. At the same time, the engine benefits from camshafts borrowed from the GT3 RS and improved individual throttle bodies, which sharpen response and breathing even if strict emissions hardware keeps peak output similar to the previous car. Where the 99 2.2 Manthey Kit really pulls away from the 99 2.1 is aerodynamic grip. Manthey and Porsche essentially turned the underside of the car into a functional wing. The underbody is now a continuous aero surface with much longer turning vanes, and the front end gets an extended splitter, diffuser elements, and side flaps that drag the nose down at speed. At the rear, a wider swan neck wing with a gurney flap, larger end plates, a more aggressive diffuser and carbon fiber aero discs on the wheels all work together to create serious downforce without adding drag. In circuit mode, the package generates up to 540 kilograms of downforce at 285 kilometers per hour, with 355 kilograms already available in road mode. That is a huge jump in stability compared to the earlier kit, and it shows in the fast-flowing sections of the Nordschleife. To cope with that extra aero load, Manthey retuned the suspension. Both generations use four-way adjustable coilover dampers, but the 99 2.2 kit increases front spring rates by another 10%, compared with the 99 2.1 Manthey setup. That keeps the platform flatter when you are loaded up through high-speed corners or smashing curbs, which means the aero stays in its sweet spot more of the time. Optional forged wheels shave a little over 13 pounds of unsprung mass, and braided steel brake lines give a more direct pedal on long track sessions. The result is a car that feels calmer, more tied down, and more predictable right at the limit, even while it is actually carrying more speed almost everywhere than the earlier Manthey GT3. From the driver's seat, that extra performance does not just appear in one dramatic moment. It is found in all the places where the 99 2.2 Manthey GT3 lets you breathe a little less and commit a little more. Braking zones can be pushed a touch deeper because the car stays planted. Mid-corner grip is higher, so you can turn in with more confidence. Traction out of slower corners is stronger thanks to that shorter final drive. Over more than 20 kilometers of corners, compressions, and crests, all those small gains add up to those 2.8 seconds. It is a very Porsche kind of progress, same basic recipe, but refined so hard that the stopwatch tells a new story. If you enjoy this deep dive into the Porsche 911 GT 399 2.1 Manthey Kit versus the newer 99 2.2 Manthey Kit and the Nürburgring laps that separate them, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the next track-focused adventure.